Tennessee, we're talking about something special, something that truly makes Green Country special. The women who lead, serve, and pour into our community every single day. I'm joined this morning by two incredible best friends who not only share a bond of sisterhood, but also share a heart of service. One is stepping into her new role as the president of the Chamber of Commerce, and the other is currently serving as the president of the Lions Club. Today, together, they're helping shape the future of Okmulgee County, and today we're here to talk about community, friendship, and of course, making the holidays magical. So please welcome my guests,
yes.
Amber Mordecai and Ashley Morris.
Yes,
thank you, ladies, for joining me today.
Thank you for having us.
All right. So, Amber, you're coming in as the new president of the Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah.
Tell me about that role and why you're taking on that responsibility, because I know you've had a lot of changes going on.
Yeah. So, completely unqualified, I'm sure.
A
lot of research on it, but I do love Henrietta, and I do love the town, and I love the people, and so I thought, I could do that. I enjoy all of that stuff. So yeah, it's something new. It's a little scary and exciting, and Jenny Mooney, she's a fantastic chamber director. So I'm not afraid to ask questions. I'm not afraid to ask for help at all, and I think I'll be okay.
I think you're going to be great.
I do too.
So we're going to talk about the Mistletoe Market, and that's kicking off this weekend.
Yeah.
So, but Ashley, let's move to you. So you are in the middle of the year
yes.
of your service to the Lions Club.
Yes.
So, and I know you've got big projects.
Oh yes,
yeah.
we always have big projects in the Lions Club. I have been in the Lions Club. We both started about the same time.
Same day.
Yeah. 8-ish years ago. And so this is my first time serving as president. And, you attend the weekly meetings and it's all fun and games. And then you're like, oh, this presidency is going to be a breeze. And it's a whole nother level that
of commitment.
Yes, it is. And very demanding, but very rewarding also.
So I know that right now, as we just got our letter in the mail about the donations for the upcoming Christmas basket.
Yes.
So is there anything that you would like, to share to the public about that?
Yeah, so that's one of the things that we're most well known for is our Christmas basket program. It helps a lot of people in our community, and we had a lot of people that were in need this year with all of the changes and things that are happening. And so we're really excited to do that. We're going to be packing the baskets on Monday the 15th. So if the community wants to come out and help drive around the carts and fill up the baskets and the boxes for the community.
The heavy lifting.
Yes, that's going to be Monday evening at the Methodist Church. And then on Tuesday the 16th is when we'll do distribution. So all the people that are receiving baskets, they'll get a postcard in the mail that tells them when and where to meet. And then they'll do like a drive-through setup, so they'll come through, we'll put it in their car, and they'll be good to go.
Well, I know for so many families, that's just something that they depend on.
Yes, absolutely.
On a regular basis. I'm sure that there's repeaters.
Yes, there is.
Because there is a need. But the screening process, in case anyone's wondering, I mean, you vet your candidates well.
Yes.
To make sure that it's a bona fide need.
Right. And, we try to help as many as we can.
Absolutely. And I know, the Lions Club and the fundraisers that you've had this year and that we've had, because I am part of the Lions Club.
Yes.
Have been so successful.
They have.
That I know that the food basket program has been able to do more than
absolutely. So in addition,
possible.
In addition to our fundraising efforts, we also have amazing donors that help with this effort also. So we are very thankful for them too. But we're excited.
Nice. So we're going to talk a little bit about Mistletoe Market, but before we do that, let's share our cups of the week. So this is a segment where we get to know you a little bit more. So why don't you tell us what is special about your mug? So
my mug came from my grandma, my mom's mom, and it holds very special meaning. It's got blue bonnets on it. She's from Texas, and that's where they have the Bluebonnet Festival, and it just holds a lot of meaning. This was hers. She has passed since, and I got the cup, and every time I drink out of it, I think of her, and I remember all the amazing times that we've had and all the togetherness that we've had with our family, and how truly special she was.
How long ago did she pass?
Oh man, 5-ish years ago. But she worked at the credit union, which is where I currently work. So it's every day I have her and think about her and the legacy that she left behind, and it's just truly special. And I was happy that I got to keep the mug.
I love it. What part of Texas was she from?
Austin is where my mom was born. Now her husband was in the military, so they travel a lot. They stayed in England for a time, and then they came back, and then they had moved to Graham at some point, and she started working at First Family whenever they got back to the States, and so
that's awesome.
Kind of all over.
Grandmas are special.
Yes, originally from Germany, but all of her life.
Oh my gosh,
she was
I bet she was just a little Spitfire.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, Amber, share your mug. Well, you shared your mug.
Yes.
Yeah, so mine's only a few years old, and we all know my obsession with Santa. Mine started with my grandma too. My grandma collected Santas, and I collect Santas.
Yeah.
And you're collecting. You have your own personal Santa.
Right.
I do. Yeah, don't make it weird. No,
Santa obsessed.
But so it's always about everyone else and stuff. And last year, Ashley bought me a Mrs. Claus outfit, which was so cute because I would go with TJ as Santa, and all these little kids would be like, "Are you Santa's girlfriend?" And I'd be like, "No, I'm his wife." And they're like, "Well, you're not dressed like his wife." And I was like, "Oh gosh, maybe I should not go." I don't.
So we helped her out.
Yeah.
We got her a Mrs. Claus.
So I got a Mrs. Claus outfit, and then TJ got me this mug, and I just really love it.
And you gifted it to Ashley and I this morning.
Yeah, so we had to go searching for them because this is kind of older, but I thought you guys would like one too. Everyone should be Mrs. Claus. Santa shouldn't get all the attention. Right?
At least some attention needs to
We
happen.
all know who puts in all the work. But yeah, so this is my Mrs. Claus. I currently own 2 coffee mugs. One was another gift from TJ from Ohio, and then this is my everyday go-to.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, ladies. So go ahead and share with us some of the upcoming events with Mistletoe Market.
Oh man.
Yeah, so there's a lot, and we have a Facebook page, and I try to put everything on there because I can't remember it all. But it'll be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday 5 to 9, Saturday 1 to 9, and Sundays 1 to 6. Every day the vendors are doing something different, so you could go once and go back again, and something completely different will be happening. We have, I think, 12 buildings out there from Three Bears, and their manufacturer put the buildings out, and they're awesome. They're huge. They're so cool, and the vendors decorate them. So that's exciting. And then we have daily vendors. So there'll be different ones outside of the buildings as well. And then right now we're working on photo props and fun stuff for the kids.
Yeah.
And every year I said, every year, TJ, we're gonna donate a new photo prop, because that's my thing. Like I love the photos. I can't help it.
And he's a good sport.
Oh,
he is. Yeah. He came home last week, and the next day I have 2 8-foot giant boxes built. So you guys will have to come and see those.
Oh wow.
Yeah, which I'm super excited. Like it's gonna be really awesome. Last year was the first year we were starting out. Weather was a factor. This year we've remembered that. We've tried to play into that. Make sure everything is sturdy and steady and beautiful and exciting.
Yeah, those winds last year were brutal.
They were. They ripped.
And the rain.
Ripped it
Yeah.
apart.
But all the vendors, they seem to love it. They wanted to come back, so that's what we do it for. All those small businesses that don't have storefronts or may have one, but it's not right where all the traffic is. That's the whole point, that that this was happening. You know, I didn't come up with this idea. I didn't start it. I didn't do any of that stuff. You know, that was lots of other people with the chamber, and so I just like to throw my touches in there and have fun.
Big fan of Christmas.
Yeah.
So I never thought of myself as a huge fan of Christmas. I always said, well, my son, he loves Christmas. But the older I get, the more I realize it's me.
It's you.
You know, you don't always have money to buy everything, but you can make it pretty.
Yes.
And that's what I did.
Yeah. And the older we get, don't we realize that it's really not about the things that we buy, it's the quality of time.
It's the time.
For sure.
We get to spend.
Absolutely.
Sure. Especially this year, because with Damien being gone at school, I realized, you know, I just have these moments.
Yes.
You know?
And I appreciate your transition into that, because we're going to dive in more to that.
Yeah.
I want to take a quick moment to thank our sponsor, Reba's Buds and Blooms, for providing us with our beautiful wreath on the wall. So be sure and stop in and see Robert over there at Reba's for all of your holiday floral needs and more.
Yes.
So
I got flowers.
they do so much.
They have all kinds of stuff in their store.
I got flowers last
Local
week.
honey. They have local honey, and they have those
They do.
those warmies. I love those. Yeah.
Yeah, we're a big fan of the honey.
Yeah.
Big fan. So you already helped me out there, because I was wanting to talk about family and your boys.
Yeah.
And so here's what I think is just so fun, is that you guys have been best friends. So tell me how y'all met.
Okay.
Because it seems that you've known each other.
It does
forever.
seems like we've known each other our whole lives. But it's only been 8 years, you know, and we both worked at the credit union. I used to be the phone operator, so I sat right there when you walked in, and Ashley would walk in every morning and be so happy and cheery, to the point of where you're like, is this for real? Like, you know, like
she's happy. She's happy. She gets to come to work.
She's a good morning person. Yeah, I always thought I was a good morning person, but no, not as great as Ashley. And then we moved to the corporate office, and I don't know how the conversation actually started, but she would come to my desk, and hers was downstairs, I was upstairs, and she would just say like the nicest things, like, "You're such a strong woman." You are. You're so good. You deserve to be so happy. And you know, no one really said that. You know, I grew up in the '90s. People didn't talk about stuff like that. Maybe it's the age difference. You know, and after a little bit, I'm like, you know what? I think I am. I mean, if this happy, cheery, beautiful, strong, powerful woman thinks I'm strong and powerful, you know, I mean, so I don't know. Like, if you know me, you know I say that all the time. I'm a strong, powerful woman. That's why I say that. You know, Ashley helped me with that.
You're giving me too much credit.
I know, but it's the kind words. You know, I know that's just who she is, and she says that stuff. But those words really, like, you know,
resonated with me
in my head, and it was just like.
Because I think, oh gosh, I mean, we could go in so many different directions with that conversation. Because I think as women, we're oftentimes our own worst enemy.
Absolutely.
And it's true with anyone, male or female. But I mean, I know specifically for women, we replay and we relive, and we listen to those broken tapes, you know, over and over and over in our head, and you have to stop it. And sometimes it does take someone else stepping into the path to say, no, you are this.
Yes.
This is what I see.
Yeah.
You know.
Because I didn't see myself like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And I thought she radiated it.
Yeah.
It should be told every single day.
You know, and just as the years have gone, it's just, you know, and I like our friendship. It's easy.
It is very easy.
It's easy, and when you
don't have to pretend to be anybody else. We're just who we are, and
it's really nice to just be who you are.
Yeah,
it really is. And someone.
So Ashley, then piggybacking on that conversation.
Yes.
And you being just a positive, probably natural to, I would imagine.
Yes.
But where was that instilled in you? Was that from your grandma? You know, I mean.
You know, I'm sure there was a lot of factors that went into it, but I would say my mom was my biggest cheerleader of just letting me be the weird, dorky, outgoing, whoever person that I wanted to be. And I always had this theory in my head that it's easier to be nice and happy than it is to be mad and frowny all the time. And it's so easy to make somebody's day by just a little compliment that takes, 5 to 10 seconds, and you never know how much it'll resonate with somebody. And to know that I can have that much of an impact in somebody's life, like, that makes me so happy. And I've had some people that think that whenever I would come in and be all cheery and good morning and all of that, oh, that's fake, like, she's so annoying, oh goodness. But it's who I want to be. If I can bring one smile to somebody, then I feel like I'm doing what I need to do. And some days it's a little bit harder to come in all cheerful, and on those days it just takes an extra cup of coffee to really get that going.
And on those days I send a song.
Yes.
Happy song.
Yes, but it makes me happy to make other people happy and to build them up, and that just, I don't know.
A little kindness goes a long, long way.
It really does. And you never know what people are going through,
Ashley's good with the emotions and the feelings, so I'm good with the other stuff. You don't have to be like that, and I realize that, and she taught me that I don't have to be happy all the time to still help people, and you just have to show up, put in some work. I'm good at that.
Yeah, you both are good at that, definitely, putting in the work. Okay, so you mentioned that, your son is transitioned to college.
My sweet, beautiful
baby boy.
I know.
So how is Christmas looking and feeling different for you this year than it has in the past?
Well, he's been gone, so that's rough. And we only get a certain amount of time with him, and I'm used to having him all the time.
Right.
He's 19 now, and he's growing up, and doing fantastic, and I feel a little guilty for kind of wishing it wasn't so great. He wasn't so great.
You wish that he missed you a little more.
I wish I didn't raise a healthy, independent,
right.
hardworking, smart kid. No, I'm just kidding. I would never wish that. But
bittersweet.
But it's very bittersweet, And I just keep thinking, one day he's gonna have those kids and girls and wives, and and I'm gonna be in the back,
second fiddle, and you'll be happy for it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
Yeah,
from experience.
So I did. He put the tree and stuff up, but I decorated by myself. That was strange. But I don't know, when he first left, and I'm finding that this is very common because I can't help myself. I can't hide it. I was extremely sad, and I missed him, but as it goes on and he's thriving and happy, I'm happy.
Yeah.
And I have amazing friends who made sure I didn't just
wallow
in my own self.
Crawl up in
let's go to dinner.
the corner.
Yeah,
let's go to breakfast.
And I do have amazing friends, people in this town. People that I don't even know, like as much as I know y'all, will be like, how's he doing? How are you doing? And I'm like, I'm not okay today.
Yeah.
Or but I it's getting better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ashley, you have a 10-year-old.
Yes.
Being a single mom and all of those things. What are some traditions that you had growing up that you have brought into your little family that have been special? Are there some things?
I think our biggest tradition is that all of our friends are some friends, some family, close family. We all get together on Christmas Eve. Like that's our big thing. And I, with my son, live in a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom house. It's not super tiny, but it's nowhere near big, And these last couple of years, I've been fortunate enough to host this big gathering, and I have about 35 to 40 people, kids, adults, everything in between that pack into this house. And it's just so much love, so much laughter, and I look forward to it every single year. It's my favorite thing, and Oliver, he loves it too. You know, he loves having all of his friends and people that he loves most that come into the house, and we just, I mean, it's great. We play Dirty Santa, and it's a fun time.
Yeah, there's nothing like that.
Yeah.
So I had a question. It just left my mind.
That happens.
I got all engrossed in your stories. Do you do Elf on the Shelf? That was my question. The big question.
Okay. I do not, but his dad does, and he goes up there on the weekends to see his dad and stepmom, and they do the Elf on the Shelf with him, and I am very much okay with them doing Elf on the Shelf.
Yeah. So we didn't do Elf on the Shelf. We did Pokey on the Shelf.
Pokey
was Damien's elf.
Like
we got him at T-Boone at an OSU game, and I did it okay maybe for 1 year. It's hard.
It is hard. I am so glad.
Every single day.
I'm so glad that there was not Elf on the Shelf when my kids were
So he would just sit there, and then I'd see him move. And then he'd move, and so Damien was moving his own elf, in all these different places, and it was just fun. And I actually got him out again this year, and he's tore up and banged up, and he has safety pins where he was safety pinned to the fan and the bathroom towels, and he enjoyed doing it way more than I did when he was younger, and so I just let him do it. But yeah, we had Pokey on the curtain.
Pokey on the curtain.
Yeah.
That pesky Pokey.
Cute.
Yeah, my grandkids sure do enjoy that, you know.
Yeah.
But my son, he was like, we're all Chippy is, because that's their elf's name is Chippy. Chippy just moves. Chippy's not doing all this mischievous stuff.
It just moves around the house.
His caretaker doesn't have time for all of that.
Yeah, I see a lot of moms, and they're like, oh, I got to do this and I got to do that, and I feel like that didn't affect us any. He still just enjoyed having it and then doing it, you know.
Yeah. So, real tree or artificial tree? What do y'all prefer?
Artificial.
I'm allergic to pine, so I can't have a real tree in the house, and so I have artificial tree. But I really wanted an outside pine tree, so TJ put a tree permanently outside. It's an artificial Christmas tree.
That's awesome.
Because if I'm around pine too much, my throat starts closing up.
So we're not going to do that.
Minor detail.
Yeah. So I always tell everyone, if you want a real tree, you're going to have to do it at your own house.
Yeah.
Not happening here.
Yeah. Well, when I was a kid, we went out to my grandfather's land and we cut down, I thought it was, a Christmas tree, but it's really just a big old cedar.
Right.
That's all it was. I learned that later on when we actually went to the tree farms and we bought, a Douglas fir or whatever. I'm like, that's not how ours looked. It was just the old cedar tree.
Yeah.
And I do recall one year so my dad and, he would load me and my sister up and we'd drive out in the old pickup truck and we'd drive around. Of course, when you're out in the pasture and you're looking at those trees, you're like, oh, that's a good one. That's, and then, Dad'd be like, no, that's too big. So it'd be like the Griswolds. You get home and it'd be bent over, but no.
That's amazing.
And just some fun, wild creature stories. We were reminiscing about that.
Did you use the
recently.
axe? Or did you
I didn't.
chainsaw?
My dad did.
He used the axe.
No, he would use an axe, cut it down.
Yeah. We had a real Christmas tree a few times whenever I was younger, but then my mom had switched to artificial and, fluffing all those branches every year. That still holds special memories for me. I put up my artificial tree whenever we moved into the house that we're in now, and come January, I was like, well, Oliver, it's time to take down the Christmas tree. And he's like, can we just leave it up? And I said, we absolutely can. So it went up and it has not come down
since. It's a holiday tree.
Yeah. It's a holiday tree.
So
we try to decorate it for each holiday, and So we just always have a Christmas tree up.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we are in full swing of the holidays, so
Yes.
get your trees up if you haven't.
Right.
That time.
Right.
Yeah.
Or be like me and never take them down.
Yeah. That works too. That works
there
too.
was a few years before when it was just me and Dede, and we didn't have room for a tree. We didn't have a tree, and we just got one of those ones from the Dollar Tree, and did that. You know,
Yeah.
like it's like this big. It's in his room now. It's like this big. Had lights on it.
Yeah.
I think that's back when the Dollar Tree was the Dollar Tree.
Right.
Yeah.
Not the $1.25
Not the $5
plus.
tree.
Yeah, and we used that, and it's perfectly fine. Like,
Yeah.
it worked.
It's all about the memories, right?
So it is all about the memories, and I know that there's going to be a lot of great memories made.
Oh, yes.
This weekend and every weekend throughout
Yeah.
the month. So, does the transitioning back to Mistletoe Market?
Yeah.
Is that going to run right up through till
So-
Christmas? When does that end?
So it's the first 3 weekends in December. So
Okay.
it'll be
Every Friday,
this
Saturday,
weekend.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And this weekend is the opening weekend. And so on Friday they have vendor giveaways. Saturday they have vendor giveaways and gingerbread decorating, which I will do again this year with Sweet Nom Noms. You just take the kids up there and you decorate your Christmas cookies, and she has everything ready, and I love it. And
Yes.
and she has a photographer that takes pictures, and you just pay less than what you would pay to do it all at home, and you get the same memories, and I love it.
Yeah.
And then
and the cleanup.
Right.
So yeah, the sprinkles. But you still get to eat the cookies. So,
Yes.
you know, it works
a
out.
win-win.
It's a win-win. It's
And-
a nom nom.
Yes.
So and then the next one is the Christmas parade. So this year the Christmas parade is the second week Saturday, and we're super excited about that. We tried to space out our events this year. So, you know, there's something going on the first week in Henrietta, the second week in Henrietta, the third week, you know, and try to get those people in. So I also am the tourism chair for the chamber, and we try to get, you know, a lot of activity coming in. It's all about the businesses, the community, you know, the vendors. We're trying to bring people in to get around that, you know, because
Yeah.
they're the ones, and I say they're because I don't own my own business. You do, and I know it can be rough getting people down here. So that's
Sure.
what we're trying to
Promote.
That, yeah,
yeah.
and you do a great job of promoting all of the activities on the Oklahoma Tourism
Yes.
Yeah.
website.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, but like I
It
said, I
is.
don't have a kid here now, so I guess I have time to
No
do it. No, I
excuses.
really do enjoy it. You want to get those people in, and the more activities we have, we spread them out. We learned last year, you know, you have one good event, but we could have two or three, you
Yeah,
know,
right.
and Oklahoma is doing fantastic with their travel and tourism and their suggestions to us on what we should do, and you know, why not? We're doing the work anyways. You
Yeah,
know, there's lots of
absolutely.
people putting in their time and effort, and a lot more work than I do online. But yeah, that's what it's all about, really, is bringing those people in to get, you know, they come in, they see something, they come back.
What about live entertainment? Is there going to be some entertainment there?
So there will be. There's not going to be an entertainment tent this year.
Okay.
But I know that the school bands, and they're going to have some other entertainment come down. Also, after the parade, we'll have Santa and the Grinch are going to put on some games for the kids and do a toy drive. So we love that. We did that for Christmas in January or July.
Yeah.
And it went very well, and it was a lot of fun. So
Yes.
Yeah.
anytime I get to see TJ as Santa, perfect.
Very perfect.
Yeah.
So, lots of things going on this coming weekend and every weekend through the holidays right here in Henrietta. So y'all be sure and check out the Facebook page
Yeah,
because
share
it'll
with your
have
friends.
all of the events and vendors
Yes.
listed, I'm sure. So plenty of things for everyone. The Lions Club food basket drive.
Oh, yes.
So if you want to make a donation, just reach out to any
Yes.
Lions. Any Lion can help facilitate that donation. And
Yeah.
come on Monday the 15th. You can help pack those sacks.
Yes, we're also doing our bell
boxes.
ringing right now too. So if you or a group wants to ring the bell, then just reach out to me or any Lion, and we can get you hooked up on that.
That's great.
I think it's important to let people know too. You don't have to be in any certain group to help out with any of the stuff that we do.
Absolutely not.
You come anytime you want to come. Help out anytime you want to help out. Suggest anytime you have a suggestion. You know, anything to help the town get better is always better for us. You know,
Absolutely.
any help we can get, we take. Because for one, we like to socialize. You know, we like to meet new people, and we like to get things done and work on it. You know, we don't work for the city. We don't, do any of that stuff. We just want to help people, and so that's why we started.
Yeah.
You know, and you just learn as you go.
Yeah.
So we have some amazing women, to
Strong,
show
powerful.
us strong, powerful women to show us how to do things. And maybe now it's our time to show you. Oh God. But yeah, just I always hear people say, why don't they do this? Why don't they do that? And that's a big thing. And I know I'm not trying to gripe or anything, but if you don't like it, come help us. Like, I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Without a
Like,
doubt.
I am totally down. Come help me clean up Main Street.
Right.
With my grabbers. And I'm cool if you have a suggestion,
Yeah.
come on. We love it.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of families that come to Lions that get baskets, but they come help us carry it, send their kids down.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
And my daughter lives in a Texas town, very similar in size to Henrietta, and she's the city secretary, and she's in charge of their Blue Santa. So she works with the police department.
Oh, nice.
And she's got, they take applications, and so she's in charge of all of the shopping for the Blue Santa.
Wow.
And so I'm telling on her, but she said it's a love-hate relationship. She said it is so much work.
It is.
But it is so rewarding.
Yeah.
And, she took her kids last year to help distribute the gifts too. So there's just so many life lessons there.
Yeah.
Oh,
for
sure.
everyone.
Yeah. It's a family affair.
Yeah.
I never did anything where I couldn't take Damien because I was a single mom for a while and then he came. So I think he actually graduated with like the last 2 years of school, like 1,000 hours of community service, just for coming and cleaning up, putting up tables, picking people up, ringing the bell, donating cans, all of that stuff.
I've had Oliver out there with me ringing the bell and packing the baskets and
Oliver and
Singing the
Damien.
national anthem.
singing the national anthem in his corn costume.
Yeah, I mean, come bring your kids. If they're loud, we've had women with kids on those things. You might
Baby
be
carriers.
too heavy for that. I never did that. But anyone is welcome. We love it. Yeah, even if you don't have $1 to donate, come ring the bell. We love it.
Absolutely.
I was that
Always
person. That's a big reason too, is, I got a basket one year.
I did too.
And, that's a lot for someone who, it was so embarrassing. But, I was like, okay, I have a kid. I have to do that.
You swallow your pride for your children.
Right.
So then when it came time to someone asked me to volunteer, I was just like, yes, because I can't never pay you back for that that turkey or that.
Well, and we can, there but by the grace of God go I. Because you don't ever know what life is going to hand you, and you're in that position.
Yeah.
I mean, it could happen just like that. So it's not a handout, it's a hand up.
Yes.
I'm getting real cliche here, so we're gonna wrap this up. But it's what a more perfect way. There couldn't have been a more perfect way to end this than talking about what the nonprofits, and in this case specifically the Lions, do for people in our community. It's really not about. It's not charity in the pitiful, sorry
Oh,
for
absolutely
you.
not.
It's giving people an opportunity, and then they take it and they turn it for good and they pass it on.
Yeah.
So look for ways this holiday season that you can do that for someone and make their Christmas special.
Yeah.
And I want to thank you both for coming this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Sharing your traditions and your friendship and your leadership, because you are both very strong and beautiful women.
Just like you, Missy.
All right. Thank you all for joining us today. This is Mornings with Missy, and we'll see you next week. Thank you for watching Mornings with Missy. Be sure to like, subscribe, and follow wherever you're watching this program. And remember, you can join us live every Tuesday morning at 10 a.m.